know what that was. I was like trying to be a dinosaur or something. There's not really something I can imitate really in this. So I'm just gonna open by saying, welcome back to this week's episode of Maddie to the Max Vlog Talks. In this week's episode, I shall be discussing Jurassic World. Ain't that right, Star-Lord? Oh yeah. There is going to be spoilers in this review. If you have not seen Jurassic World, go see it now, then come back and watch this. Please and thank you. Great, here we go. Spoilers! So, Jurassic World. So this movie takes place about 22 years after the original Jurassic Park. I say original, not the other two movies, because apparently this one only is directly influenced by the first one. Which is cool, because the other two sucked. This movie had a mishmash of so many different actors from so many different fandoms. Like, I can't even begin to, but I'm going to. So, first off, we have Chris Pratt, who also is Star-Lord, and we have Vincent D'Onofrio, I'm sorry if I'm saying that name wrong, who also plays Wilson Fisk in the Daredevil Netflix series, and Jake Johnson from New Girl, and Katie McGrath from Merlin. Seriously? Yeah, she was the assistant, the one that dies horribly, which describes about half the cast in this. I loved how many references there was to the original in this. I mean, from Jake Johnson's t-shirt to the fact that they went back to the original park and the banner was still on the floor. I mean, and the Jeep, getting the Jeep to work. Oh my gosh, there were some points where it just hit you right in the nostalgia bone. And something I've noticed, if there is ever a line in a Jurassic Park movie that's like, this is 100% safe, we have top of the line security, it's not getting out, shit's definitely gonna go wrong. Okay, the kids, like the two kids, were in this because there was two kids in the original one and they were trying to kind of tie in the nostalgia of that. I think that's what they were going for, but honestly, I didn't care about their storyline at all. I don't even remember their names. I get that what they were trying to do is to hit a lot of nostalgia points for this. The moment when the two kids are walking into the park and it's so exciting, the music is swelling, it's the Jurassic music theme, and oh my gosh, and they open the doors! And there's buildings. What? This music doesn't belong with these visuals. There should be like dinosaurs and you're in awe. I'm not in awe of a triangle building. Unless Mother of Dragons is sitting on top of it. Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay, so their parents sent them for a weekend vacation with their aunt while they were getting divorced, but they didn't tell their kids this. So how exactly was that conversation supposed to go? Hi kids! Oh, me and Daddy got divorced. How was your vacation? Seriously? Worst parenting skills ever. Why was it that it needed to be kept a secret that the big badasaurus was part velociraptor? I mean, we get it, you're mixing two dinosaurs together. What was the point of keeping it a secret that it was part velociraptor, except to have this exact scenario come up? It's not like you're mixing it with an illegal alien or with human DNA, something that shouldn't be mixed with a dinosaur. I mean, you're mixing two dinosaurs together. Why does that need to be a secret what the two are? Well, if it was logical, it wouldn't be a Jurassic Park movie now, would it? But I admit it, I loved having Chris Pratt right alongside the velociraptors. That was just boss! You can practically hear what he was thinking at that moment, which was, I have the coolest job ever. And Chris Pratt was like, you know, I can't take you seriously in those shoes or that outfit or whatever. And she was like, okay. And she takes off her jacket and ties it up and rolls up the sleeves and like, I'm ready. And I'm like, I would believe you a lot more if you had taken off your heels. There was way too much CGI in this. There was just way too much. They needed to do a lot more practical. They needed to pay homage to the fact that the original was done with so many practical. And it felt so real, the first one, because there was so much practical going on. I know with a lot of the raptors, there was CGI, and with the dying longneck, that was definitely practical. I could definitely feel that they were actually on camera with these things. But for a lot of it, unfortunately for almost the entire rest of the movie, it feels so much CGI, and you can feel that as an audience. And honestly, I feel like movies are becoming a little bit lazy with using CGI, especially for something like this. I mean, I can understand for Guardians of the Galaxy how it's like, no, you kind of need to have a lot of CGI. We can't actually get a talking raccoon. The big, scary Saurus guy, I was not afraid of him. I mean, there was never those, oh god, we're about to die moments in this because it didn't feel scary. Like, there are points in the first one when you're like, and something that really bugged me about the CGI is when they brought out the Tyrannosaurus Rex to fight the, big Scariosaurus. The T-Rex, it felt squishy. It wasn't scary. I mean, I guess it was supposed to not be scary because it's coming to save the day, taking down the big guy. I didn't feel it the way that I felt it for the other movies. Oh good, they got rid of the big badasaurus, but then there's still a T-Rex and a bunch of pterodactyls wandering about. So my question is, are they going to actually take it off the island for the other one? Because what's his face that still had all the data and the research and stuff, he got off the island scot-free. So all that stuff, it's still out there. They can still genetically clone dinosaurs. Why would you want to do that? Oh, for weapons. Obviously. Just can I say to our government, please don't make living weapons. It never goes well for the human race. Ever. Also, don't make computers that can think for themselves. All that being said, it's still a really great, fun movie. It still had those tense moments that a Jurassic movie is supposed to have, and it was still very enjoyable and very fun. So those are all my thoughts on Jurassic World. Let me know what some of your thoughts are in the comments below, and from now until next time, don't you forget to keep smiling. Rawr! In this week's episode, we shall be discussing Mad Max: Fury Road. We shall be discussing Newsies, the Broadway musical.